Test, test, test. Check, check, 1, 2. Is there a weird echo going on? I can't tell. I think that there's a weird echo. I'm just trying to figure that out real quick, if you can be patient with me. All right, I actually think that I figured it out. So let's go ahead and jump into this, shall we? Let's see here.
Okay, first I need to clean this lake.
Okay, I actually think that that takes care of basically everything that we wanted to do. Cool. Yeah. let's have a peek at some of the objectives that we need to do here. I need to clean out like 3 of these before we do any of the Battle Matrix stuff. But other than that, that's where I think we'll be for a good portion of the evening. So let's see, complete 3 matches. 1 match, 3 match, and 6,000 damage. We should be able to knock out both of those. Actually, if we play a game on Ultron, we can get both of these. Secure assists. I have everything there. Okay. And then we need to deal damage to unlock these things. Alright. Let's go ahead and queue for a quick play match here. We get the Araco map. That's
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I don't dislike this map. There's certainly some things that I would change about it. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get the healing this match. So let's go ahead and play some Magneto here.
No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Just because we need a tank, and he's one of the better tank to slow with.
Dreamed of a safe haven for all humanity.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Very, very well.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's kind of focus on the Mantis up here. Just missed him. But if we can get the Ultron down out of the way here. Or not. Okay. That's alright though. Realistically, we're not getting a lot of the good focus on There we go. That gets the Ultron out of the way. They have a rocket. That's why he's back so quick. Back up into here real quick. Okay.
This time I am saving you, Ultron.
The other Emma doesn't have great target priority, because she should have been focusing my crystal once she got that separated from me. But we don't need 4 duelists is really what's going on here.
That's better. Get that vehicle moving again! We are undefeatable!
Yeah. It's quick play, people can do what they want, but we've just got some bad composition going on.
Only 60 seconds left.
Yeah, they didn't get that off fast enough.
This core can free the island from Ultron's control.
Well, we got a second support, so maybe that'll help.
Together to victory! This is real firepower!
Final 10 seconds!
Ultron can be purged from Morocco if we act fast.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. We are undefeatable!
Wow. That's what you get sometimes, though. And it can only be expected to a certain extent in your quick play matches. But that's okay. That's why we're running quick play.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah, don't really have an answer for that, but it's okay. We got one match out of the way. And hopefully we can try and get the assists that we're looking for before pivoting over to Battle Matrix.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond
And we're back on Morocco, but with the character that we need for some of our objectives. So hopefully this goes better. All right. We're on the defense this time.
biological life is obsolete.
And we've got an Iron Man on the team that's giving us our
Stay strong.
heal beam team up, which
Spider-Man.
hopefully we get some good use out of that. I really just need to be better at prioritizing that as an ability that's like used on cooldown.
Doesn't even have a mute button.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Strange, what are we doing?
Go, my children.
Get in there.
Nice.
Destroy it, that too.
No assists yet, but they'll come.
Wait! Stop them!
I'll outlive every single one.
Better stop that vehicle!
That's just kind of the role that Ultron fulfills in a group. Squirrel Girl, you...
This is my unnatural selection.
There's still a chance to stop them!
Yeah, that was almost guaranteed to happen.
Enemy in front of us.
Better stop that vehicle!
Was illogical.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Where we're at is we're staggered, and we need to take a moment and group up, but that's neither here nor there.
Better stop that vehicle!
And I'm dealing with a Hawkeye and not coping very well.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
Get in there.
Let's see if we can...
I'm going to go.
There's still a chance to stop them!
I unleash the destruction. Armed and dangerous. Bring on again. Again. Never miss.
Such is the life of quick play sometimes. You just kind of get stomped on
They
repeat.
hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. My friends are here!
Obviously, I create my own shield.
Energy levels rising.
Our enemies draw near.
Ultron virus reinforcement. This is my unnatural selection.
You have my gratitude. Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Oh, hey, look, I got one of the assists that I was hoping to get. Usually you get a lot more, but we've got a Punisher that's 0-6,
There are always more of me.
so that's always fun.
It's now or never! Stop them! Better stop that vehicle!
Ultron virus reinforcement.
Don't give them another inch! Or else!
Bring on the chaos.
Disappear!
Yeah, I just don't have an answer.
There are always more of me.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
And didn't really have any help either, so that's... Again, it happens sometimes. Can't afford to get tilted when you're playing a quick play match. This will get us one of our objectives out of the way. Hopefully, we'll have some better luck.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh, wow. Okay, so at least we're only down the first round.
Your kind is flawed on every level and beyond repair.
Hopefully we can turn this around and get some decent stats.
Just a heads up. Things get weirder the farther in you go.
Weirder how?
Ever been inside a volcano that's also a gateway to a dimension of tentacled monsters?
That was definitely not on the tourist map.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yes, please. Underneath my caustic exterior, I'm still pretty caustic.
Embrace perfection.
If camp goes too deep, there's not a lot that I can do.
A little help, please.
I'll be ship in no time.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Whoa.
Not sure how we'll solve this.
I am fundamentally immortal.
Let's see if we can get back in here. All right.
Weaker than I anticipated.
Cap, get up!
Capture the mission area!
Enemies on approach!
Embrace perfection.
Ah, that's better.
Embrace perfection.
All right. Weirder things have happened.
That's the boost I needed. Armed and dangerous!
I have finished the job for you. Damage is repairable. This is my unnatural selection.
I have a shield, but your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
This is already better than our last match, so I'll take that.
Excellent teamwork.
Interesting. It's positional flight.
Situation
That's something to be generally aware of, I suppose.
Embrace perfection.
This is real firepower!
Pulse charge, fire!
Oh, go for it. Didn't get any limbs off it, but
Mission area. Keep going.
there we go. Very nice.
I don't think I can.
With you.
Magic, you're going way too deep.
The area is almost yours. I'll get you next time.
Time to lead the charge.
4 assists so far.
Extra shielding. Yes, please.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
It's okay. We can regroup and get a decent push and still salvage this.
Control lost.
Pulse scanner's almost ready.
Ooh, nice little 2 there, Jeff.
That's better.
This is real firepower!
They've almost got it.
Another shield.
They look like they mean business.
There we go.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Missed out on that, but if they can keep our opponents off the point, we might be able to turn it here. Nice, we got the personnel advantage. We just need that last round to clean it up and we'll be in a good spot. And I only got 1, so we need 3 more assists.
Now we give the people what they want.
Before you
I
attack.
like all of
Get
the
ready.
debris that kind of piles up here when you destroy these.
It always comes down to us, doesn't it?
That's because we always answer the bell.
I guess so. My old man always said 90% of life is just showing up.
Yeah. And here we are.
All right.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
You think this is a challenge? Try raising 2 superpowered kids.
You must prepare me. This is my unnatural selection. We will soon be under Ultron virus reinforcement.
Where is our Captain America?
To capture now.
That's what I'd like to know.
Together to victory!
Behold, their child!
Extermination!
A little help, please.
I expected you to call this up. You owe me now. Remember that. Systems rebooting. job for you.
Okay, that gets us the objective that we needed. Now hopefully we can pull out a win here too.
That put a spring in my step.
What am I? Invisible?
I have finished the job for you.
I want to follow them too far in.
Selection.
Our invis is getting way too aggressive.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Very nice.
Feeling fantastic.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Very nice.
This is my unnatural selection.
That's better.
This is real firepower!
I told you embrace perfection.
Us against the world.
A little help, please.
Well, they didn't get to the point, so I guess that works as good as any. And we got the objective we needed, the 2 different sets of 10 assists, which they stack on top of each other and complete as they do. So that's 3 matches, 10 assists. And let's go back and look at the other objectives that we have here, because we got our weeklies today too, but those are typically some objectives that it takes several games to finalize. And these we can all do basically whenever as well. So let's go ahead and do the battle matrix, because this go until it's done. Now, when I was playing this the other night, I feel like I got a decent feel for some working strategies. So we'll just see if that
Time to
has,
select your champions.
if that continues
Choose
to hold
wisely.
true. I don't have Adam Warlock this round, so I'll focus on kind of picking him up where I can. I do want Rocket, and gosh, I'm missing a bunch of the strategists that I really like to have. Let's go with Moon Knight and Venom. And then we'll do Cloak and Dagger, Luna, and Loki. And I think that that's where we'll start.
This will assist me in analyzing all possible outcomes.
Put you here. We're going to ignore this for now. So let's put you here and you here. Let's put you on this side and you on this side, and Rocket all the way in the back. And that should be a decent starting point. Now, we're gonna mostly focus on this purple stat increase category. Just realized you can't see my mouse, but that's fine.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
So let's go ahead and Oh, I forgot that you have the team ups in this gameplay too. So let's go ahead and start with this. Because I feel like that's a good thing to put on Venom. I mean, I really want to rotate out Moon Knight for Iron Man, and I want to rotate out probably Cloak and Dagger for Adam Warlock. But we've got to save up some of these units before we look to do that. Okay, so we'll just kind of hang out for a moment until we get into the combat phase and see how well we are stacking up against our opponents. Loki would have been a good one to pick up too in those.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Let's see if we can get Cloak and Dagger burned down here. And that's the reason I like to have
A successful strike.
Adam Warlock is when if you have a team member go down, you have a way to get the backup off the floor. But that's okay. We haven't spent any. Some of our opponents have spent some of their coins early on some of these bonuses, and that's fine. They are within their right to do that. But we will catch up and do fairly well. I am assuming, because once we get our team kind of dialed in the way that we would like to be, we should be in a pretty good spot.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Here, let's go ahead and see if we can focus there. I think I lost my Venom already. Yeah. And again, that's fine. We can afford to lose these early on. Okay. Where we at credit-wise? We've now got enough credits to the point where we should be able to change out some heroes. We don't want any of them, so we're going to refresh that again. I want Adam, and we're going to switch Adam out with Cloak and Dagger. And then for duelists, we didn't have Iron Man there. But we'll switch Iron Man out for Moon Knight, and then we should be in a decent spot to start picking up some of our
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
threats.
Damage delivered.
Alright, again, that's fine. We can afford to lose some of these early ones because we haven't ramped up buying the currency that we're spending the currency that we're accruing. So, let's go ahead and change out a duelist. There's an Iron Man there. There's still no Iron Man there. There's still no Iron Man there. There's Iron Man, so we're going to swap out Iron Man for Moon Knight. And now we're going to start spending some of our units and credits on the purple category. We're currently bringing up
Looks like
the
we're
pack,
ready to go
but
to battle.
be okay. Got some I've seen things about things mainly based on the fact that there are some objectives that you can focus on with tanks that give your tanks healing, so they don't need the strategists. And that's okay. It might be worth checking that at some point to see how well that strategy works for us. But we can start buying more of these glyphs. Because realistically, we're operating on one triple one alone. Okay. That should start really tipping the scales in our favor. And I'm pretty content to leave my guys where they are. There's not anything in this top corner, so I'm wondering if we're on one of the plot rounds. I feel like we probably are.
Looks
Yeah.
like we're ready to go to battle. You got them all!
All right. Let's go ahead and grab the Venom one again. It's not my favorite all of the time, but we'll take it. I'm gonna lock these so I get these two purples next round. And we'll see how this round turns out for us. Because we're getting closer. I don't know if we fought this guy just yet.
All units regenerating. A successful strike.
This is real firepower!
We are undefeatable!
Okay. I don't exactly know what the weak point that I have is. But we'll grab these two and these two. And that. Should have us in a decent position.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Okay, so there is a...
Boosting repair functions.
I am ready to put on show.
I mean, I don't have anyone dead yet.
Successful strike.
Pulse charge!
Powers of mine!
It's the grand finale!
Rise, my friends! Bring on
I think we're
second chances, my friends!
doing better.
Ready to put on a show!
Pulse charge!
Second chances, enjoy the amplifier!
I don't think we won by knockout. We won some points there. So that's good. Let's go there, 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 and that's where we'll hang out for a bit. It's this guy right here. Who's... Oh no, someone else is running all tanks. Who was it? Oh, it's the guy in last place right now. Interesting.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
I know he played this guy, I know he lost to him.
Enjoy the amplifier!
It's the grand finale!
Pulse charge! Fire!
Rise, my friends!
Very nice, Iron Man. Very, very nice. See, this is where this team starts to shine, is when you get into the later stages. Let's go there, and there. And that's about as low as I like to take my credits. That's an interesting
Looks like we're ready to
range.
go
It's
to battle.
pretty similar to what I'm at.
Your powers are mine!
Us against the world!
Yeah, he's gonna get my whole team. So he's actually gonna get my whole team.
Against the world!
But that was kind of to my benefit.
Pulse charge!
Bring on the chaos! Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
Warlock there.
Your powers are mine! Rise, my friends! Hey, team!
successful
Enjoy
strike.
the amplifier!
I think. Yeah, I didn't get a victory by knockout, but I got a victory by roundabout, so I'll take that. Let's do that. Then I'll lock this just so I can be sure to grab that one next time. See, we worked our way up from being the back of the pack to being in the top three. And when I've been using this specific strategy, I've finished first or second. So I'm not too concerned about missing out here.
Looks like we're ready to go
Okay.
to battle.
I think that the Atom one is really good. And I haven't ever used this one. I don't know how much I should trust it. So we're going to go with the rocket one, because having 4 revival beacons is really good, because it ensures that you can get revivals when you need them. Because you can get individual revivals on your teammates, and then if you burn through all of those, Adam will have worked his way up to his revival, which again is a good spot to be in. So can't really complain about that. And we're going to keep these guys right where they are, because there's really no need to mess with the placement at this stage. Now, this is the guy who's bringing up the rear and has only tanks. I think his thing is hurting him, because he's just jumping in.
All units regenerating. A successful strike. By the eye of Agamotto.
Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
It's the grand finale.
That's good for Luna.
Bring on the chaos!
By the eye of Agamotto.
I think I've lost this one because my Atom's down. Yeah. But that's okay. We can afford to lose one at this stage. Puts us back down into the bottom 3, but we're still in a decent position. So let's see what gets thrown at us next.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
God, this is the guy who has Star-Lord, which has been a bit of a problem. Let's get rid of the Hulk here.
Units regenerating.
Hey, Teeny! Bring on the chaos!
All targets
It's the grand finale.
Pulse charge, fire!
Rise, my friends!
So that was not a great spot to have that. He's going to focus my Venom, and my Venom's too tanky.
Second chance is over.
Pulse charge, fire!
That gets rid of him. Yeah. I think Star-Lord's a decent option. Let's grab that and that. Those two, this one. What we can hold out there. I would have locked those if we would have had a bunch more of the purples. But C. he's gone all in on that strategy, and I think it has a low startup, but it seems to be paying off now, because I don't think he's lost one in a minute. We might need to try the tank strat in our next match here. I'm trying to remember who I've had.
Hey, Dee, enjoy the amplifier.
Pulse charge!
Ready for grand finale.
Your powers are mine.
I am ready to put on a show. Ready to put on a show.
Bring on the chaos.
Alright, Iron Man. Get me with it.
Hey, Dee, enjoy the amplifier. Rise, my friends.
That's 3 of them.
It's the grand finale.
Second chance is over.
Alright, we, again, not a full team sweep, but a victory nonetheless. Which we'll take. Got a little greedy there, but we had 2 rares that I think were worth picking up, because we'll really start to pull the momentum back. Though if I had to guess, this guy running all tanks is probably going to win overall. And if that's the case, then that's the strategy that we'll try next time. I do want to have a peek at his lineup. I don't think that I'd use Thing, but Strange Venom, Banner,
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Frost are probably musts. Very good.
Dee, enjoy the amplifier. This is real.
Pulse charge!
Bring on the chaos. Rise, my
Very good.
friends.
Yeah, that was all of them. Oh, we got the Loki and Adam. 2 reses going off at the same time.
Second chance is over.
Oh, and I knocked him out. He took a 14-point loss on that? I mean, I did wipe through his team really quickly, so... Can't be too surprised, I suppose. Interesting that his avatar is still kind of floating there in the sky. Alright. We're gonna buy that and nothing else. Right. This will be another strength module enhancement.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle. It's the grand finale.
Pulse charge! Fire!
Hey, Dee, enjoy the amplifier.
We're gonna do the Loki one and then the Iron Man one. Oh, the game doesn't know what to do with Big Venom, so his emote is just kind of threading about his head. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's do these 2. and that one, and then we'll lock this because we have 2 more of the purples there. Luna's doing most of our healing, which shouldn't be a huge surprise. Rocket's doing most of our damage. Or a good chunk of our damage. That's a little surprising.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Hey, Diddy! Enjoy
That's
the
charming.
The ground
So ridiculously fast. Well, we got 4. They're all coming back right now.
A successful strike.
hits the grand finale.
Hey, Diddy! Enjoy the amplifier!
Pulse charge, fire! Rise, my friends!
Alright, that guy is out and out of the way.
You got this all.
So yes, that's very good.
Second chance is over.
Oh, and that was our team lead right now. Or our party lead, I guess I should say. Let's grab those 2 and this one. Yeah, we'll want that. So we're gonna lock those in. Nice. Very, very nice. See, the strategy has worked relatively well for me. I think this is the lowest point value I've ever been at executing this strategy. No, the tank guy's kind of fallen off.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Hey, Diddy! Enjoy the
Pulse
amplifier!
charge, fire! Bring on the chaos!
Hits the grand finale.
All targets impeded. Mighty Allied commandos.
Pulse charge, fire! Rise, my friend!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know that I have a full answer for that. Someone else is having some success against him, so... we'll buy that, even though it puts us a little bit under the budget that I like to be on. Realistically, nobody's dominating, though. I mean, Magic Wand is having some decent success, but we've proved that we can face off against them relatively well.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
This is the Starboard team. Oh, they're like a whole Guardian's deal.
Pulse charge, fire!
Oh, Iron Man.
Hits the grand finale.
Bring on the chaos. Hey,
Boosting repair functions.
Pulse charge, fire!
Iron Man.
Hit the ground and
Okay, Iron Man, I need you to shoot right.
bring on the chaos.
Adam, bring him back. Adam, bring him back.
My friends.
How? I guess he didn't get the res off in time, but that's fine. We're just gonna go all in here because I am running low on health, and I've really got to claw back some victories here. What is he doing? I think I've done decent against this team, so... hopefully this is one that we can win.
we're ready to go to battle. Hits the ground, ready to go.
Just not taking them out. Oh, he's got 2 Lunas going off right now because of our Loki.
Pulse charge, fire!
His Jeff's just...
Us against the world.
Pulse charge,
Hey, Dee, enjoy rise, my friends.
pulse charge, fire!
take him out. Thank you.
Second chance is over.
Oh, that was close. I'm gonna grab that, but otherwise hold off. Just don't put me up against the tank guy next, because I'm liable to lose that. Again, I think Thing is just a little too reckless in this game mode. Like, he charges in and gets himself into a bunch of trouble. So, I don't think that he's the pick when it comes to putting tanks on the team. But we'll try it. We'll try our 6 tanks loadout. Okay.
Looks like we're ready to go
This
to
will give
battle.
us some more.
Pulse charge,
Hits the ground,
fire!
Hey, Dee, enjoy the amplifier.
Alright. We're going to take this. And we're going to take this. I mean, those are some decent modules, ultimately. Alright. Dang it. This is where we lose. This is where we lose. Because I don't have an answer for this guy. We'll still try, though. We'll still try.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Focusing Magneto. So.
Hey, Teeny, enjoy the amplifier.
Our Venom. Okay, bring us back.
Rise, my friends! Bring on the chaos!
You belong to me!
Yeah, again, I don't have an answer. How am I still alive? That's crazy. We're gonna lock, assuming that we win this round. But we've done well against Magic Wand. So assuming Dex is the guy who can take out the all tanks guy, and we can win a match against Magic Wand, we should make it into top 3 at least. Yeah, Magic Wand I think is struggling a little bit with our specific
Looks like we're
combat.
ready to go to battle.
Hey, Teeny, enjoy the amplifier.
Just it's. I think what Magic Wand's problem is he's got his Jeff. He's got his Jeff that pulls us in all the time, but his Widow doesn't have an answer for the high impact damage.
Hey, Teeny, pulse charge, fire! Rise, my friends! Bring on the chaos! Pulse charge, fire!
There we go.
Second chance is over.
Yeah, this is where I lose. Because we're up against this guy again. I mean, assuming I win this, which I'm not going to because I haven't won a match against the all tanks guy in quite some time, actually. We'll buy the legendary one, but I don't know that this specific comp has an answer for that.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Hey, Teeny, enjoy the amplifier! Bring on the chaos! Pulse charge, fire!
Yeah, I just can't get rid of him.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Yeah, I just don't have a damage.
Enjoy the amplifier! Pulse charge, rise, my friends! Pulse charge, fire!
Yep, it just isn't gonna happen.
Success! You did great!
How did I end up third? I don't understand how I ended up third. Anyway, we're gonna run that back, and we're gonna try the tanks comp and see how that treats us. I mean, top 3's not a bad place for us. It's a little under where we've performed on average, but it's still top half of the leaderboard. Just baffled as to how I ended up at 3.
Time to select your champions. Choose
All right.
wisely.
So we're gonna go with the different tanks that we have, but I'm gonna look and see if I can't swap out Thing for Emma. I think we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna let the first couple of matches play out the way that they need to, and then once we get up to like that above that first match, comfortably above 50 credits, we will switch out Thing for Emma, and that should be a decent composition, honestly, once we get some of the glyphs that focus on allowing our vanguards to regenerate.
The data I am gathering here will be invaluable.
Of course, I get 4 purples right off the bat. Okay. I think we want... Let's put Thing and Hulk up front. Let's put Penny and Magneto here. Let's actually put you and you here, and then let's put the 2 of you right about there.
Looks like we're
I'm actually going to
ready
flip
for
that
battle.
line up at this first, which just does not matter.
You got them all.
All right. I think we want the absorption limit higher, for sure. But I think Doctor Strange's Maelstrom Madness is another one that we'll want to focus on in the future. Okay. I think I like having Captain on the end here. So we have 2 of our big damage spuns here, and then we have our 2 guys that are going to try and run in on either side. Again, I'm still going to ditch Thing at the first opportune moment. But we should get the option to switch in Emma on our first draw, because we have a very Vanguard heavy composition.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
See, Thing just kind of runs around haphazardly and has a tendency to get himself in trouble, so. I know that I'm losing a handful of these initial batches. But we bypass upgrades for 1 more round. And then we see where that puts us after the fact.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
my
Boosting repair functions.
Yeah, I'm very much expecting to lose most, if not all, of these early matches. Just because they don't have the damage mitigation. there. Alright. This is where I think we get the Vanguard swap. And we're going to bring Emma in place of Thing. And then we're going to do those two and refresh to here and then lock those in, because that's 3 of the 4 of those are Vanguard oriented. And I think it's some of the epic or legendary tomes that give the arts the ability to...
My turn.
Let's maybe focus on this dude.
A successful strike.
We could have had that. That was within our power. Honestly, I'm gonna bank the rest of that. It's Potato Head running. We might win this one. I'm not feeling like we will, but we might.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
Good, okay.
Healing allied combatants. A successful strike.
Until we're not. But again, it's later stages where we start to shine. Because we need to be hitting the things. Or get to the point where we can hit the things that let us heal. Okay. That's... I think where we're going to stay from...
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
You got them all!
Alright. Let's grab... I think this one. I think we'll want Emma's ability to shut people down pretty early on in the fight. Okay, these are the ones that we're looking for right here, the steady recovery. As many of those as we can grab will be beneficial. I don't know that that's worth locking in, so we're going to stick with what we've got. But now our Vanguards are going to start passively healing over time, and that's really what's going to start tipping the balance back in our favor.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
All units regenerating.
You got them all!
That was good. That was good and fast and decisive. And Spider-Boy's making me nervous because he hasn't spent any of his credits.
The best of both worlds.
Makes me wonder, what does he know that we don't? Let's do this or this. This and this. And then we'll lock these in because there's 3 Vanguard abilities there.
Looks like we're
All
ready
right.
to go to battle.
My turn.
Healing allied combatants.
You belong to me!
Damage delivered.
Your powers are mine!
I'm ready to put on the show. Put on the fire mode. We are
Yeah, not winning this, but that's okay. So let's grab you and you and you. And then I'm gonna actually look to swap out Cap for Venom. Just because I don't think Cap has really given us anything helpful. And we know that Venom can become a damage sponge. So before we have the situation where we are gaining our next enhancement glyphs, I'm gonna
ready to go to battle.
have him available.
My turn.
Boosting repair functions.
Very good. This is more along the lines of what I want to see. See, the problem is I don't have a way to revive that. So that's not very useful to me. But I will take both of those. Yeah, we're gonna take that one for sure.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
Very good.
You got them all.
Yes, I think that this is a good
Magneto is his own.
spread.
The best of both.
Now we've got an enhancement round. Yes, we'll want that. And nothing else there that we're interested in, so we'll let them passively reset at the start. We're getting close to having the maximum Vanguard bonus, which is good. Okay. Oh, he lost a match finally. Interesting.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
You got them all.
All right. let's do this one for sure. This one, I think, is the other one we'll want. Between those two, we should be in a pretty good situation. I would like to have the Venom one as well, but that's okay. Again, I'm going to pass on that despite the fact that it's a legendary, because I just don't have a way to get my Vanguards back on the field if they die. I'm wondering if Spider-Boy just doesn't know. The fact that these two are accruing obscene amounts of these credits makes me really nervous. What are you running right now? I don't know if I should be scared. Your Vanguards don't scare me.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
I think I want to try and get rid of you.
Healing allied combatants. A successful strike.
I unleash the Vishanti for mutant
Fire mode!
kind!
Very nice. Very nice. We lost half our guys, but the proof of concept is working. Alright, let's do that one. And that one. And I'm gonna lock that because I want that one. But I'm not gonna buy it right away. Did that guy rage quit after I beat him? Huh. Well, I'm not too worried about Spider-Boy. I think I beat him just about every time I've gone up against him, except for maybe one of the early rounds.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
You got this wrong!
Yeah, I was right not to be worried about him.
Magneto is his own master.
Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot, ultimately. Magneto's pulling a lot of good weight here, too. Alright, now... Oh, they lost their last round. I think they're starting to fall off a bit. Okay. Yes. We'll want that for sure. Probably pick both of these up next turn. Now we're starting to really cook with some gas.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
You belong to me!
I unleash the Vishanti for mutant
Fire mode. You got
Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm gonna do this one first, and then lock to grab that one after the fact, because 10% hit the bruise is gonna be really nice. What are these two doing? Are they running some kind of challenge just to see, like, how... I don't know. Having 4 supports
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
and 2
My
duelists is an interesting strategy.
Damage delivered.
You belong to me!
All units regenerating.
You got them all.
Yeah, I think we've settled into a really good spot. So let's take that. Again, that doesn't really help us. And we'll want that again. You know what? We'll just get it. I know it puts us under the threshold that we want, but we're on a winning streak here. We're about to get more enhancement runes. I mean, you definitely feel like you're throwing to start with, but if it works.
Looks like we're ready to go to
Right.
battle.
My turn.
All targets
You
infected.
belong to me!
You got them all.
Alright. Let's do this one for sure. I don't really like either of these, so let's see. Let's get the other Venom one, I guess. Makes Venom really, really tanky. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's definitely grab that one. And lock these in for next time. And then we will wait and see again what happens here.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Let's focus
My
the Punisher.
A successful strike.
You got them all.
Yeah, that was kind of brutal.
Magneto is his own master.
Alright, let's grab these two. And we're just gonna grab that one again. Block that just so we can grab that one next, but I think that we've got this pretty well handled. Because I don't think that his Iron Man can out-damage us. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. realistically, I think we're in a really good spot.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
You belong to me!
Damage delivered.
your powers are
You
mine!
belong to me!
I unleash the Vishanti's power! I unleash the Vishanti's power!
Yeah. There's nothing that they're going to be able to do at this point to keep me from winning, I don't think. We're not going to walk that just because I don't necessarily need 2 instances of defensive shell, and I could end up with a higher rarity one. So we'll keep trucking along.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
You belong to me!
poor mutant!
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
You belong to me!
All units regenerated.
Got them all!
Yeah, and that doesn't count because you are not an actual player.
Magneto is his own master.
But which one of you won?
The best of both worlds.
Or we don't know, because they're still kind of slugging it out. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we'll do this one, and this one, and this one. And then grab that. I think we will grab that on our next cycle here. I don't think we're getting that low, but it'll be a nice little burst if we are able to manage that. You're trying. You're trying so hard.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
You belong to me!
Damage delivered.
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
kind!
You got them all!
Yeah, they just an answer.
The best of both.
That's just what this is. Ah, yes. Another opportunity to make me even stronger. Yeah, we'll just let those refresh next round. On a 10-match win streak, though, that's a really good spot to be.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
You belong to me!
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
Fire mode!
You belong to me!
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
We'll grab this. I'm not... That could be okay. But I think I like that one a lot. Because that'll just put these nests all over the map and really let us just chew through our opponents. Again, that one's not helpful to me. You gave me the same one twice. All right. I don't think we'll take them out in one go.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn. You belong to me.
You got it all!
Yeah. Did I leave you on one?
Magneto is his own master.
Yeah, and then we'll just win this one, because... Again, that's not helpful. Still not helpful. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to buy any more upgrades. I'm just going to kind of let this play out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to come over here and...
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn. You belong to me.
For mutant kind!
You belong to me.
Your
Power! For mutant kind! The best of both worlds. Magneto is his own master.
And now it's just the two of us. I noticed I wasn't, but they were there. But I'm on a 12-game winning streak, and this guy hasn't managed to take a single game off me, I don't think.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Focus on his
My turn.
Punisher here.
You belong to me.
A successful strike.
Clear mode. You got them all!
And this should be the last match. We'll just burn through everything as best we can. Yeah.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
Yep, that seems to be the strategy. Is to play all of the vanguards. That's crazy. Well, I think that's pretty good proof of concept. We'll do one more here tonight, and then I should probably get some rest because it is late.
Time to select your champions. Choose wisely.
Realistically, the only one I'll want to rotate out here is Captain America. Venom, that's the placement would need here.
Ultron is the future, and the future is now.
The thing is, I'm not going to because I don't have a whole lot to do right off the bat here, but I think that was the arrangement. I don't know that it really matters. But that's what we're gonna go with. And again, this first round doesn't matter because
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
I don't think it's possible to lose a match against
All targets infected.
You got them all.
Alright. Let's do this, because I think you're going to stick around. Then we'll keep Oh, you get even more for being on a win streak. Interesting. You're doing the same thing. We must all have the same starting lineup to choose from.
Ready to go to battle.
My turn.
All targets infected. Boosting repair functions.
Yeah. Again, don't really care about that first one. We'll go one more. And then we'll rotate out Cap and start buying our others.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
worried about losing right here at the start. But let's get Cap out of here. Rotate in Venom. And we'll lock these in and pick up those 4 or those 3 on our next go. What are you running? Fortune Namor. Well, got him Loki and Viz.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
All units regenerating.
Again, these early ones really don't matter. We saw that last time. All right. Let's see. Wolf X. They are also running full tank, but they've got Cap and Thing, which I think is a downgrade.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
Boosting repair volumes.
That's fine. Let's do the reduced damage one. And then I'll let all of those cycle in case I get a legendary next time. Or epic, whatever they are. The rarer cards.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
my
You got them all!
Alright. I think I like the absorption limit one. That worked out really well for us last time. So let's keep with that. That's one of the ones I was hoping to see. Even better if we can get it twice. That was about as good a turn as we hope to get. What are you running? Let's see.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
my
Healing allied combatants. A successful strike.
That's okay. That's okay. We're still pretty early on here. spot to get the second tier of Vanguard bonuses, which will be good.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
Boosting repair functions. All targets infected.
Yeah, I think my Vanguards are better than theirs.
It's spider time! Spider mode!
Yeah. Okay, now we're building some momentum. Yes, please. Should have held back on that one, but we'll be fine. This guy isn't lost yet. Let's see if we can be his first. Because now we're in a pretty comfortable spot.
Ready to go to battle.
My
Healing allied combatants. A successful strike.
Spider mode!
Okay. Give him a chance to revive. Then you could win a lot easier. We're really building up some momentum now. That's perfect. And we'll just let those roll over. We've got some chances for the legendaries to start rolling in. Nothing definite, but I'll take it. I don't know if we beat this guy yet.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
Maybe we have.
my
Healing allied combatants. A successful strike.
Missing.
Spider mode!
We're missing the ability to really soak damage with Venom, which hopefully we can pick that up here. Yeah, we'll lock those, grab both of those. Actually, you know what? We're gonna unlock. Rotate. I feel better about locking to those ones. Right.
Looks like we're ready
Let's
to go to
skip
battle.
this one.
my
A successful strike.
You got them all!
Okay. Ah, I do like that one. know what? We've got a bunch of these webs out. We may as well give Penny that boost. And see if a constant CC... And I do want that, so we'll lock that for next time. Okay, Wolf is struggling. Wolf is trying to run. And I think Wolf's problem is what I isolated at the start of last round, and that is that Cap and Thing are not good for the all Vanguards comp. So ultimately, I think that's what's really hurting him.
Looks like we're
All
ready
right.
to go to battle.
My turn. You belong to me!
For mutant kind!
I am
Spider mode.
By the eye of Agamotto!
It's spider time.
Okay. That's okay. We're gonna let these ones roll over in the event that we get something better. But then we'll start getting the legendary tokens, which will really help us further. I don't know if I've beaten this guy yet. I don't think I have. What's his? Yeah, he's going all into the purple. I don't think Drillfinger's taken another loss yet.
my turn.
A successful strike! Healing allied combatants.
Spider mode.
Powers of mine!
Yeah. I just don't quite have the resources yet. And I think we're pretty handily beating this guy. I just think Cap is a liability in this game mode. He's definitely got his uses in the standard game and whatnot, but I think he's just a liability in this game mode.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turn.
Damage
You
delivered.
belong to me!
It's spider time. Spider mode.
For mutant kind! mutant kind!
Spider mode!
Ooh, that was narrow. I'll take it. And this guy... Let's do that. This guy we've beaten before, so I'm not too worried about it.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
Boosting repair functions. All targets infect.
You belong to me!
Spider mode!
Yeah, I wasn't too worried.
The best of both worlds.
Did I lose one? Might have been my Venom, because my Venom doesn't have any market improvements. Let's do that one for sure. And then see what we get after the next one. Hopefully we get some bolsterments for Venom, because that's where he really starts to shine. We'll keep you where you are.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My
Damage delivered.
You belong to me!
I unleash the Vishanti's power. All mutant kind.
I definitely want that. I'm not really interested in either of these. So let's do that one, which will help Venom survive. Okay. Maximum health. And then we're going to lock this in so we can pick up all of those next time. Who were you? You're the guy I still haven't beat. No, I haven't beat you either. Are they using the same strategy? Very similar strategies. Namor, Loki, and Viz. That seems to be a pretty strong
Looks like we're ready
combination.
to go to battle.
My
Healing allied combatants.
You
A
belong to
successful
me!
strike.
Spider mode!
Your powers are mine!
That's okay. That's okay. I don't know that I have an answer for the Invis Loki Namor. That shouldn't be a huge surprise. That Chef Boy is out of play. Alright. Wolf, I think we did pretty well against. Yeah, because Wolf is running cap thing, which is just not a good distribution of vanguards. Such is as such is.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turkey.
You belong to me!
A successful strike.
Reach the shot.
How did his Captain America take out my Emma? Okay. Maybe there's something I don't know. I mean, I don't have the Maelstrom of Madness thing on Strange this go around. I think that's probably a big difference. And this is a guy that I have yet to beat, so... This is probably the last match in this bout, but that's okay. Yeah, I didn't have this, I had the Strange Maelstrom thing. I had that a lot earlier.
Looks like we're ready to go to battle.
My turkey.
You belong to me!
A successful strike.
Reach the Vishanti's power.
Yeah, that's just the end.
Well, you can always try again.
Oh, we lost. That's... I didn't... well, I guess it would make sense. I feel like when I placed that low last time, I still gained points towards the objective. I think that's 8 matches that I've played of that. Alright. Let's do one quick play on Thing to deal some damage, and then we'll kind of call it out for the night here. Alright. Convoy.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
We on the attack.
Who needs 4 when you've got one like me?
Nice. I've been having some fun with Mr. Fantastic too. He's warming up to me.
Oh, this handsome.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Please tell me this isn't the date night you've been planning for us, Reed.
No, but when you think about it, what could be more romantic than saving the universe side by side? Noted.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Query. If the Montesi formula eliminates vampires, why are our allies reluctant to use it?
This should keep me going.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
You know you're always safe with me, Herbie.
The Ironmans just chasing each other.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Field.
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
We can't afford to slow down. If anyone can do this, it's you, Herbie.
I was gonna say, I don't know if they picked up a kill on us yet, but they have.
Ah, there you are. No escaping us now.
You're halfway there. Keep moving.
This should keep me going.
Double KO.
You know, I think I'll take that trade.
That's better.
Ready to keep on rocking. Make way.
Quantum magic.
Shields up. Query. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Whose side would you stand on, Tony Stark?
Well, that depends entirely on whether or not I create any of them.
Color me impressed, Warlock.
The vehicle
Very
reached the
nice,
checkpoint.
very
Keep up
nice.
the momentum.
Now, my friend.
You forced my hand.
There's another one down.
Alright. This is gonna be a low damage game because we're just walking all over it.
You will not fail me, my little friend. You have my word.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Find a way to bring it back.
Was that feeding a little bit? Probably. But
Can't get rid of me.
Nothing's getting through now. If anyone can do this,
So close. This is your big
that was comically easy. Honestly, it probably shouldn't have been as easy as it was. I might have to do another, because I only got, like, not even a third of the damage that I needed to do. Yeah. We're gonna go one more. I mean, it'd be nice to win on a win, but I just need the objective. And hey, we're jumping into a match halfway through.
4,
We're right off the
3,
start.
2. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? What do we have? Well, we need another tank, so we'll stick with Thing.
There's a
And
reason
there
I'm
we are.
Petunia's favorite nephew. I could have done that far more efficiently. Stop to yourself. Make way! Extermination!
Well, that happens. I can't say it was necessarily a bad attempt.
Benji's back, baby! Ultron reigns supreme! Benji's here!
Oh, I got caught on the corner.
I am ready to put on a show. Get that vehicle to its destination.
There we are. Gonna let me punch her repeatedly until she was down for the count. Whoa. That last match much to finish, because I just got an upvote from one of the guys in there.
The destroyer can do that too.
If this beast can save New York, we must protect it on its journey.
You belong to me!
Destroyers are expensive.
Extermination!
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Extra defense never hurts.
Oh,
A nice.
took the pressure off the team for a minute.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry.
It's fighting
we're getting more of the stats we were hoping to out of this game. There's actually a competition, so I can't be too upset about that. Doesn't help that we have a bit of an Ultron diff. And there, I think it was more important that we shut down the Bucky from continuously going off.
You kidding? I feel fantastic.
They are in front of us. Idiots.
Let's see if I can get a flanking bolt here.
Oh, ain't those little spiders the cutest?
Yeah. You're gonna have these DPS Ultrons. I mean, I do it too sometimes, but you're gonna have these Ultrons that are focusing more on dealing damage than healing their ultimate. Ooh, that was a good combo there. I only need 4,000 more damage to get my objective here, so hopefully.
I have suffered severe damage.
Only 60 seconds left. Get that vehicle moving again. Down to 30 seconds.
Well, we're not getting the 4,000 we needed.
You'll have to keep
We've got
fighting
our...
until we get a winner.
We don't have... We've got someone stalling. Eh, it happens.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
It happens. But it didn't count against my stuff, so we'll take that. Let me go back and check this really quickly. You know what? We're close enough to that and another... Go Wolverine if we don't get another chance to play thing.
The right heroes
Just
can make
because we're
all the
close to
difference.
those two different objectives there. Looks like we do have the option, so that's
You got one like me.
Life was easier before all this galactic gobbledygook.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Oh, tail deep in nuts. I don't do hard work anymore. How's Trudy?
She's coming along. We'll have the space-time continuum patched up before you know it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
No need to hold back here.
Everyone saw that.
Bad choice, kid.
Keep an eye on this one.
Where are they?
Gnaw this place up, folks.
I'm taking less damage.
Ah, just about had that cap too. Probably should have sprinkled in there some primaries there. That would have got.
A little help, please.
Come on, not the adorable baby shark. You mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Mr. Radio!
Yeah.
Just what we've been going through. Let's rumble! It's clobbering time! Feeling better already. Still wowing us after all these years, Zeus. I got your back.
Armored up.
Enemy located.
Bogey's incoming.
Your powers are mine!
Another fearsome foe. Watch out. Oh, look what I found. A little help, please.
Someone's sniping for us.
Hey, stop the pie.
All right.
Another epic
Kind
victory.
of locked in and focused there for a little bit, but we got the victory that we were hoping to end on, and the objective. I've never seen that victory animation. That's kind of fun. All right, that gets us to take the damage. That gets us the damage that we needed to deal as they. And that gets us the first step in the bubble pop. I have questions about this, but we'll answer those when we get here, I guess. Let's see. I don't quite have enough to buy an item out of my legacy path, but that's all right. If you were here tonight, appreciate it. I'll try and do some of these a little more frequently, and probably at a better time of day. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening and a great start to your weekend. Bye.